Gorgeous fish. My goodness. Look at these fish in the winter time here in Pennsylvania. Those are beauty. He's going right to where we're expecting to catch a fish. Look at that. He went right down into that soft spot we just talked about. Look at the butter on that one, covered in orange dots. That right there is a beautiful wild brownie. Gotta love it. Out on the stream with Iron Mike. There he is. You can see he's putting a quiet cat in the woods. We're gonna have our first video of 2020. It's in the pouring down rain. See if I can find his crazy butt again. There he is. It's pouring down rain, getting ready to hit the water, and we're parking the quiet cat down in the woods. So at the end of this 2 miles, we can go straight to the quiet cat and right back to the vehicle and not waste any time. Okay, the quiet cat's put away. Iron Mike's getting ready for the first cast. I'm going to give you a quick look at our box. We're going to be fishing our new Jig Series flies, some of our double troubles, and some of our new Y2Ks today. I'll be filming, it's Benny P, and I'll be filming Iron Mike with Lovely Legz fly fishing. I'm going to say Iron Mike has on Y2K and a jig fly to start, Iron Mike?
Yep.
That's what we're going to start her out with.
White Rainbow Warrior.
And that's it. First fish on the new Y2K. It's like a pretty little brownie. When we walk over here, we can get a look at it.
The little guy.
Way to start off the video, Iron Mike.
Yeah, that was quick.
Little guy goes back out in the deep. Now time to go out and catch his big brother. Look at that. That didn't take long. Iron Mike pulled one out of the head of the run. Goes up just a little bit higher and oh, gets off. That was on
White Warrior.
the Rainbow Warrior with the white lively legs, and we've been catching a ton of fish on that fly. Seems like those white legs are really a hit right now in the winter time. Another one. I'll tell you, we haven't worked 50 yards to the stream. And that's 3 fish already. And let's take a look at what this guy ate. I'm going to guess that's the...
It's the Warrior. I think he devoured it though.
That's the Rainbow Warrior with the white legs, and I can't even see the fly, Mike.
Hook there.
Yeah, he took it pretty deep. My goodness. Thank goodness those are barbless hooks. That should pop right out of there. And it does. And I just can't believe how well those white legs are working. This is a new thing for us. And we've gotten a lot of reports from...
It's so strange because it's basically just an attractor. It doesn't really represent anything, but...
Yeah, Iron Mike's saying
effective.
Just an attractor legs. And we've had so many great reports already in the short amount of time that we've had the white legs out. And tons of our friends and customers are catching a pile of fish on those. I want to say Mark Duncan's been tying a pink Cadillac with the white legs, and he and his friend Gary were out and they both had big days with that fly. Alright, after that little dink, 3 dinks in a row to start off the video, and there's the top fly. You get a better look at it. That's the Rainbow Warrior with the white lively legs, and the other fly that's working right now for Iron Mike is this new Y2K, and that's the Cream Delight Sockeye Y2K. Seems to be a killer combination so far. 2 fish hooked. One landed on the Rainbow Warrior, and 1 fish hooked and landed on the Cream Delight Sockeye Y2K. You can see the brushed inside of the creek, how Iron Mike's approaching this in a way that he's not going to spook the fish as he's leading himself upstream. We're upstream nymph fishing. Had 1 hit in there. I'm going to say he pulls a fish out right here. The water just looks too good. That's how the rods break. Yep, he gets off. It's kind of hard to set a hook in a situation like that, but
he took the white.
Iron Mike said that he took the white. white-legged rainbow warrior. I moved up the creek a little bit more. Iron Mike just caught out a fish. Another little peepster. It's been the day of the dinks, but we haven't been fishing that long, and these little son of a guns are hitting. And that's another one on the white-legged rainbow warrior. I'm not sure how many that is. I'm gonna guess 3 or 4 on that fly and 1 on the new Y2K. And he's just gonna keep, if you notice in the video, we're working upstream like we do in all of our videos, upstream nymph fishing. Iron Mike's just gonna keep working his way up, and we're gonna keep getting fish on video with our new flies. Another thing I want to add to the video, these jig hooks are all barbless. This is our 320J jig hook, and it's got a little curved tip at the end, and that seems to really hold the fish on there well. There's no barb, so you get a nice deep hook set, and the fish stay on. We have had no problem with fish getting off those. Iron Mike just broke off and decided that he's going to change the white-legged rainbow warrior. Put something else on. And a lot of people would be thinking, well, why the heck are you changing that fly right now? Well, part of the fun about what we do is we go out and we experiment with different patterns. So we know that pattern's absolutely killing the fish. We're going to put on, let me know what you put on, Iron Mike. We're going to put something different on here. And this is the new blowtorch. Oliver Natural. Natural blowtorch is going on right now. So we're going to keep the same Y2K up top and a blowtorch at the bottom. And I asked earlier, and he said that he has a little split shot in between his 2 flies and 1 above them, because it is ripping today. As you can see, this is a small stream, but it is ripping. And he hooks up. I think that was 2 casts with the blowtorch. Oh no, that's not the blowtorch, that's the Y2K. Well, that's good to know that Y2K is still working. Iron Mike took off the white-legged rainbow warrior, put a natural blowtorch on the bottom, throws in, and another nice looking little wild brown trout on the Y2K. Like Iron Mike has a nice little trout on there. This one's on the blowtorch.
Yep, the natural.
So the natural blowtorch puts one in the net.
Get bigger, that was about 7.
I'm not sure if you're going to hear me, a little change of location.
Just the blowtorch.
And Iron Mike hooks up with that natural blowtorch. Barbless fly comes right out.
Niagara Gold.
Iron Mike just called this one out, is on the Niagara Gold. Didn't have the camera running, I was trying to catch up to him. But we got the fish landed, and let's take a look at this fly in his mouth.
2 flies in its mouth. Got me in a tangle. It was on the Niagara Gold.
A better looking one, Iron Mike.
Getting bigger. Oh, the line's tangled around him. There we go. That's
pretty looking fish. Iron Mike was just saying it looks like a slate bottom here, but you never know, throws out.
Niagara Goldie.
And another one for the Niagara Gold White Y2K, and that's a pretty fish.
Yeah, it is.
Boy, they're wrapping your flies all up there. Look at the spots on him. Let's go down this one. That's an absolutely gorgeous wild fish there.
Whoa. Whoop. There he goes.
Back into the slate bottom. So we've been getting them on a lot of different things today. The Niagara White Y2K, the Cream Delight Sockeye Y2K, the natural blowtorch, the white-legged
Rainbow Warrior.
Rainbow Warrior. And are you changing flies now, Iron Mike?
Yeah, I don't know what I'm going to put on, but I'll let you know.
You're going to do another switcherooski, and we'll let you know what's going on next. All right, Iron Mike, let me call these ones out. We used a natural blowtorch. Stay with that Niagara Gold White. That's one of my favorite Y2Ks now. Looks like it's catching a wild brown trout, which is really cool. And then go with the olive. Yes.
Torch.
The olive torch. I want to see that one catch some fish.
We'll see.
Okay, well, Iron Mike finishes tying up. You can see that's his 10-foot 2/8 syndicate rod, fishing a small stream. So he has on, you see the gold, it's all wrapped around his rod right now, but that's one of the gold small stream indicator leaders that we sell at livelylegs.com. It comes up to us, he has a piece of tippet. Is it 4X tippet, Iron Mike? 4X tippet. It's murky water, we can get away with it. 4X tippet, about 3.5 feet, leading to that Niagara Gold White Y2K, and then off of that he's putting the olive torch, the olive blowtorch. You're going to see how this combination works. Okay, we're going to give this new combo a try. Moved up to what appears to be a pretty fishable run. It looks like the water's actually murking up a little bit more.
By the edge. That's a nice one. You know, he was hitting, and I wasn't sure that's a good fish.
That's a good fish. Yeah, whenever your line paused, and you're going to see it in the video, he was, it was paused for a while.
Yeah, sleeping.
There it is. Another decent fish in the net. Take a look at this guy.
The Niagara Gold.
That's a beauty, Iron Mike. So the new combo, I'm going to show you this water here. Got a fast run, and we decided to work our way up here and try the new combo, the olive torch Niagara Gold White Y2K. And the new combo puts what's probably the nicest fish of the day so far in the net.
Yeah, about 10 inches.
Saw that one hit. May not be much size to them, but they're all beautiful little fish.
Yeah, they are. Niagara Gold again.
And that's that Y2K again. You come out here in the springtime, and it's hard to pick up a wild brown on that Y2K.
That's a pretty fish.
But in the wintertime, that is a killer pattern. Another beautiful looking little wild brownie in the net. Thanks to the Niagara Gold White Y2K. And a good cast. Right in that soft spot. You can see where Iron Mike pulled that one out. That water comes down over, and it just created a soft spot right in there. And you can see how the water softens up, and that's a hole right in there, and there's a fish sitting right in there. Popcorn.
Double trouble. Put a little bigger profile nymph on because of the water clarity is changing so much. But see, took the old double trouble.
So the double
size
trouble
10.
on the board.
Size 10 on a size 2 trout.
Smallest trout of the day on a size 10. Up to this point, it's been size 14 jig flies. Iron Mike decided to change up with the water getting so dark. You can see that it's starting to get almost to the point where it's going to get muddy. He changed up to size 10 double trouble and got the job done on a dingster.
Little dinky. Y2K-er.
Dingster on the Y2K. Which Y2K is that, Iron Mike?
I changed to the rainbow. Your favorite.
So a wild brown on the rainbow Y2K.
There you go.
And this water just keeps getting more and more murky.
It's in bad shape.
Okay, just wanted to give you a look. We're thinking about switching locations. The clarity of the water has gotten really bad. Standing in about a foot of water right now, and I can't see my boat. So we're going to give it a few more casts, and if this doesn't get any better, we're going to go ahead and pack it up and head to another stream. Okay, change of plans. That didn't work out quite as planned, so It got muddy, too muddy to fish, so we decided to walk back to the vehicle since we weren't too far from it. We're driving over to pick up the Quiet Cat, and we're going to go hit up some more water that we think is going to be fishable. All right, take two. Iron Mike strapping the Quiet Cat up to the tree in the woods right above the creek. We're going to go downstream and work our way back up to the Quiet Cat, and hopefully this water's much more fishable than that last spot. Old spot, switcherooski. Hold on a second, Iron Mike. Let's see what we're going to start with here.
Got the old Niagara Gold and a big old size 10 golden double trouble.
Sounds good.
Water looks a little better here.
This water looks darn near about perfect. Let's hope that taking a pretty good drive and switching streams works out in our favor. That's the way to start it off, Iron Mike. Looks like a little more meat on those bones. Let's go down here and check it out. Nice wild brownie to start off the new spot.
Oh, look at that Niagara Gold shining in his mouth there.
Man, that Y2K is a winner. That's the best fish of the day so far. Way to start off the new spot.
You got it rolling?
You're good to go.
Oh, he's a floppy fish.
And that's the way we started off. It's going to be the same thing. We're going to upstream nymph fish this section of water, and I'm just hopeful that it stays just like this. We got a lot of rain earlier, and that other creek came up real fast, got murky, and had leaves coming down through it, and the fish just turned off. Man, that's great. That's two fish within a couple casts in the same spot. And already they're bigger fish too. We were expecting these nicer fish, like these aren't giant fish, but nicer fish like this that could fight at the last spot. I mean, it's a creek that we weren't 100% sure what we were going to get into, but we were hoping for fish like this, so we moved into a stream that we know a little bit more, and it's working out for us. Let's go take a look. This is a size 10 golden stone double trouble.
Nope.
And look at how beautiful that fish is. Look at the orange dots. All right, Iron Mike, now I know you still have it. It was definitely the stream. The stream came up fast, debris came through it. I'm gonna imagine it definitely took the temperature down fast and the fish just turned off. But we got out here to a stream that's in much better condition. You can see it's got some murk to it, but it's not muddy, and it's fishing great.
I thought that was one stick fish. Sure felt like a good bite.
Thought we were going to pull 3 out of that spot, but all right, let's head upstream.
Yep.
My goodness, we didn't barely move at all.
Double trouble.
Another one on a double trouble, and this is the fishing we were hoping for today. We got a little bit of rain last night. Well, we kept going into the morning that we didn't expect, and now this is what we're coming out for. And these fish are beautiful. Look at the color. You can see that lively legs, golden double trouble, and look at that fish. Look at the orange dots on that thing. My goodness. Which one are you putting on?
Sockeye and Cream Delight. I'm going to go with the bigger profile double trouble.
So a sockeye, Cream Delight, Y2K, and below it's going to be a bigger profile double trouble. Alright, time to put the new little setup to the test. And this is a beautiful looking pull coming through here. Didn't take long, got one on that big profile double trouble. And I know what Iron Mike has today. He has the size 10s with him. Can't be afraid to use a size 10 double treble on these average size fish. He gets them into the net. Let's take a look at this bad boy. And these trout over here are pretty.
Look at that.
I thought the other ones were beautiful. Look at the butter on that one, covered in orange dots. That right there is a beautiful wild brownie. Back into the water, and let's take a look at that double trouble. Is that the golden still?
It is, yep.
Man, that golden's been killing it lately. Now let's get in closer to the head of the run. We'll see if anybody's sitting up in that fast water. That was down towards the end of the drift iron, Mike. And that's on the double trouble. I can see the Y2K. It's up top. And Iron Mike gets it in the net. Second half of the day is turning out pretty darn good.
Not as vibrant, but still a pretty trout.
Look at his corner of his mouth. That's been some catch and release going on. And he took that. Oh, it's caught there. It's in the other corner. Beautiful looking fish. Nice. That's a rainbow. I thought it looked different. You can see that soft spot way over here. This is right above where Iron Mike just caught that last brownie on the double trouble. And he's got a heck of a fighter of a rainbow. Looks like a fat fish, Iron Mike. Got to bring it up through that fast water.
He took the Y2K.
And that's the new Y2K, the other one.
Oh man, is he pretty.
Man, that's a gorgeous, look at the stripe on that thing. Gorgeous fish. My goodness. Look at these fish in the winter time here in Pennsylvania. Those are beauties.
You want to grab that double treble out of the net? Yeah.
Yep. Let's see. Got it.
Yeah.
That's a beauty, Iron Mike.
It is. A really nice fish. Cover shot or no?
Yeah, let's get a picture of it real quick. All right, we got a quick picture of that guy. It's going to be our cover shot.
Maybe.
Hopefully not, but hopefully there's a big brownie waiting up here. But if not, that's a beauty. That's a good one to put on the front. Look at that. That fish hit probably just a few feet out in front of you, Iron Mike.
Yeah.
And that once again is on that golden double trouble. Little brownie holding in a beautiful holding spot. I'm going to zoom down in. Size 10, golden double treble. Getting her done. Well, Iron Mike ties back up. He's putting on a rainbow Y2K in that double treble now. I'm just going to show you this spot right over here. That soft spot right there.
There's a little swirl over there.
So there's a little swirl, and that's where we're looking to pull one out of. Hey, Iron Mike, mink.
Huh?
Mink, other side of the creek.
Oh,
cool. He's going right to where we're expecting to catch a fish. Look at that. He went right down into that soft spot we just talked about. That soft spot right there, well, we're probably not going to pull a fish out of it now, but we're expecting to get another wild brown trout out of here. And a mink just comes, and you got to see him come right across those rocks and slip straight down into that spot. So as Iron Mike changes up into a rainbow Y2K and another double trouble, we're going to hope that that little guy right there doesn't spook the fish, but if we don't catch one there, now I guess we have a nice excuse. Look at that, he just came out. He's under this bank right here. He's tucked up under that bank. There he is. There he goes. He must have realized we're here.
Did he go back down in the water?
No, he's under that rock. There he goes. He's just cruising the shoreline. That's pretty darn cool. Makes the day right there. Fishing's been pretty good, not slamming, not bad. Getting to see PA wildlife out on a beautiful wild brown trout stream in Pennsylvania. That rainbow, I'm going to say, is a long time holdover that snuck into here. That's a bonus. You got to take what you get, and I'll take it. Okay, let's hope old Minky McGee didn't mess up this spot. Well, there's nothing you can do when a mink dives down into the spot you're trying to pull a fish out of. Probably got him spooked up a little bit, but that's cool. It was nice to get that on video and to see that out here on the stream. All right, old Minky put on a show. Had to move out of that area. Has it all fished out, and we move, and looks like a solid fish. Oh, the flip button, and it's downstream and it gets off. Hooked him that time, Iron Mike.
So hesitant because of all the debris in the stream.
Oh yeah, that one's on the Rainbow Y2K. I can see it in the corner of his mouth. That's just amazing to me. In the springtime, you can't catch a wild brown trout on that. Once again, another buttered up brownie with some beautiful dots. And what's the combination right now? The Rainbow Y2K.
In a little mess, we're gonna have to take a little TV time. Oh, miracles happen.
Hey, Matt, what's on the bottom there? Still the double trouble?
Double trouble.
Double trouble. Got a nice little soft spot right here close to us. Could definitely be holding some fish. And it definitely is holding some fish. At least one. Like another one. Get in there, little guy. Looks like another one to the
Rainbow
Y2K. That's amazing. Yep, called that spot out. Looked like a great spot. Hold up. Rainbow Y2K catches more than fish. Oops. And we got your double treble. There we go. Nice, that's in the faster water. Iron Mike's just been casting as we've been walking, stopping and casting, and have the tree limb ahead or up above him there, and gets it in the net. Nice fishing. Another one on the old Y2K ski.
Pretty little wild.
Yes, it is. I love it this time of year.
Deadly.
Catch these guys on the Y2K. Absolutely is deadly. You guys see Iron Mike walking out. His net is hanging on his backpack there. In the last video I talked about that do-it-yourself net hook. We have a video on YouTube with that. And I hang mine right on my belt. Iron Mike hangs his right on his backpack. He keeps it out of his way. And still, if you notice when he's netting his fish, there's no trouble for him to get that net right off of his backpack within split seconds. Alright, I'm going to call it out. You're going to get to see the net coming off and how well that net hook works right here. Is that a fish?
Yeah.
It just paused your line, didn't it?
Yeah.
Man, you got that 2-weight bent over there, Iron Mike.
This water's so fast.
So there it is, the net's off. That's how easy it works. And that's a nice looking fish in the net. Once again, a Y2K eater.
I want the guy that tried to eat this one.
Oh yeah, something was chewing on him, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Wow. Is that underneath him too? He's chewed up?
I don't know, I'm gonna get this double trouble out of there and then we'll take a look.
Yeah, right here.
Yep, oh yeah.
He definitely had a bigger fish had a hold of him. Okay, another nice looking fish, and I got to call one out. That was nice. And you got to see, and if you look, the bungee cord's right here. So you can just keep taking care of your fish, get it back in the water, and then with the book bag, the backpack, you got to take it off, hook it back up. And it's ready to fish.
You did call that one out, didn't you?
I called it out.
Is there 2?
I'd like to see 2. Make it happen.
That was the first trip.
The water's definitely not disturbed. You pulled that thing straight out. Snaggerooski. Well, hey.
Well, the old line call.
Changed up the Y2K to a light roe and egg color.
I gotta look that log.
Last combination was what I call Burnsy. We have a friend, Richard Burns, and he absolutely catches a powfish on a golden stonefly in a rainbow Y2K, and that's what Iron Mike was using. He was using the old Burnsy. Haha, backside of the log. Nice cast, nice fish. Is that a rainbow? And that rainbow is on the double trouble on the bottom fly. Man, that was another one with a beautiful stripe. Look at that.
It is. Oh, are they pretty?
Of course there's going to be leaves on it.
Been leaves all day.
And there is the double trouble in his mouth. And beautiful rainbow stripe. Nice fish, Iron Mike. Check it out.
There's another one back in there.
There's a log right here, and Iron Mike fished the front of this when I was talking about Burnsy's combo. And then he went on the backside, right in here, and that's where he pulled that fish out. Looks excellent. That's a really nice, fast channel there. And it's not too fast. There's enough speed, it's going to give you a good drift, but your fly should get down. There could be a big boy sitting in here. It didn't take but a cast. Wild brown trout, and that is another Y2K. That's the egg light roe. Iron Mike said I haven't caught any on that today, so I'm going to give it a try.
That might be a little stalker.
Oh yeah, look at that. That is a stock he's been in here. Just got that Y2K up in there. You can see the difference. The color is not as beautiful. I'm going to say it's a stock fish.
I would think so.
I did not think that was going to happen. Iron Mike just threw a little dink cast right there. Just a dip cast. We're talking about a big fish we saw laying there once.
When the streams are up this high, you just never know.
And that fish was just sitting back here taking a break.
Devouring it.
Another one for the egg light roe Y2K. This is the spot. And we one time saw a big rainbow sitting in here. We were talking about that. He just dipped it into there, and a wild brownie came out and grabbed it. Of course it's not going to happen with the video rolling. Little slingshotter. I think that's the smallest one you caught here. These ones have all been okay. Can't complain about it.
Yeah, pretty low round.
Nice little fishy. Worked out pretty good. Pulled in that little dingster. Oh, hooks another one right away. There's a spot Iron Mike just cast right in between the stick and this log. It's up out of the water. That's where that fish was sitting. Sometimes when you lose them, they get you in a little tango-rooski. It's gonna bite off and start back over. All right, Iron Mike, you're gonna switch up, put on a different Y2K.
I did not get one. I haven't tried it yet.
That's one of your favorite right there. That's the light roast salmon egg combination. On our website, that actually has Iron Mike with it. That's Iron Mike special.
I only put it on when I want to catch a big one.
Yeah. I've fished with you enough to know that out of all the Y2Ks, that's probably, up until this point, the one you've had on the most over the years.
Yeah, for sure. It's certainly my favorite, and I haven't fished it yet today.
All right, new Y2K is on. Egg light roe.
Get one on this Y2K. I don't think.
Iron Mike has on the new Y2K, and this is a really fishy looking spot here. And it is a fishy spot, and he has a fish on. Looks like a solid one is trying to get under that branch.
I told you, if you want to catch the bigger ones, you gotta put this color on.
See, that net comes right off, and that is it. Didn't take you long to get a fish on that Y2K. Maybe that's why it has your signature on it.
Nice
oh
fish.
Yeah, that's a solid fish. That's a beaut. That is what we're after. It's like a nice fishable spot. That's your Y2K again, Iron Mike.
Oh, wild brownie. Don't get tangled up.
Now let's see what he does here. Iron Mike hooked. Looks like a nice fish on one side of the log. It's a rainbow. You're gonna have to bring it on the other side. Now if that was a big old hog molly, I'm sure he'd have jumped that log and kept it in the upper section.
Yeah, look how shiny that fly is in his mouth.
Oh my, look what you put back on. You didn't even tell me that. You've been switching back up to the jig flies. Look at the rainbow stripes. Well, that one's not nearly as beautiful. It's still a nice looking fish. Long fins. They've been in here a while. You've been switching back up to the jig flies and not telling me. That white-legged rainbow warrior. We had on a regular rainbow warrior earlier. I think I mentioned it in the video. It just didn't do it. Couldn't get a fish on it. And that was a while ago, so it's been through double troubles, and then now we're back to the white-legged rainbow warrior.
Another white-legger.
And another one on the white-legged rainbow warrior. I said this in the video I made the other day, that is a stocky killer. These fish here, these are stocked rainbow trout, but I'm gonna imagine all these fish have held over from early in the year. You can see how beautiful they are, the long fins, the white tips.
Ooh, he was barely had. Almost missed that guy. They're pretty fish though when they hold over so long.
Yes, they are, and you can see his
that looks
lip.
like the same one I just caught.
Been caught and released.
Brother.
Good deal, Iron Mike. Okay, looking for a spot to close the video out. Iron Mike's calling this spot out as a fishy looking spot. It's been a good day on the water. We got to, and that's it. He called it out. And that, we got to really have some fun with the Y2Ks, the double troubles, and that's the little Baetis jig fly. Mike's gonna end the video out with one caught on our Baetis jig fly. We'd like to thank everybody for following along. Wish you all a great 2020. And until next time, best of luck on the water. Hey, good news. Nobody took the quiet cat. That means Iron Mike gets to go get the car and I get to sit on my phone and look at my social media feed for the next 20 minutes. And he's off.